Welcome to this highlights package of the 2013 Essendon Forward Division 1 Grand Final. Northern Saints versus Glenroy from Windy Hill.
There's a little bit of bump. He's already started. Now, Fort Caruso has started in the forward line there, and straight away, I just can't see the player there. 22 for Glenroy. Jake Piggott is just into Fort, and he's got a little bit of protection from his Northern Saints teammate. But here we go.
Division 1 Grand Final is underway for 2013. Right here on 98.9 North West FM, and Taleb got the first touch of the game. It was a hand pass out to the outer wing, but Glenroy had a free kick and advantage was paid. Borg got the hand pass back. Gilliland's kick was smothered. Nat Caruso was the man getting the job done there for the Saints, and they'll go into attack. It's off the boot of Tamar Abdallah. Inside 50 over the head of Ali Abu Weed. There's a free kick though. Scaberas was at the fall of it, and now he's got to chase it down with a couple of Saints to beat. Fida Ahmed puts him over the line. There's a free kick here.
Yeah, Crad didn't like that. Fida Ahmed just left his shin in as Scaberas was trying to get up, and Scaberas didn't even have to make the most of it because Ahmed really shouldn't have had his leg there to knock Scaberas, albeit quite lightly, on the side of the head.
He's backing himself at a set shot as well, Scaberas.
Yeah, should get the distance, no worries.
It's all about the angle from the boundary line. Looks
kick.
like it's coming back. Nathan Scaberas with the opening goal of the Division 1 Grand Final. It took 5 minutes, but Glenroy are on the board. That's the first score of the game. One straight Northern Saints yet to score.
Although the ball was well over out of bounds on the full on this occasion. So here's Abucci. Once he's left, hooks it into the corridor. Off hands, almost taken there accidentally by Abucci. The ball comes out, and now
great tackle. Great tackle.
Holding the ball. Northern Saints free kick. Glenroy trying to come out of defence, but Ali Abu Aid all over the man trying to rebound out of there, who was Baker, and he's got the free kick. 45 metres out, 45-degree angle, and depending on the wind, you'd think he'd set this one out to the right-hand post and bring it back.
If there's one thing he knows how to do, this guy, it's kick goals. Pretty careful approach this time. Doesn't want to spray it like he did the last one.
For
Swings
Northern
around
Saints,
a little
first
bit.
of the day, it is coming back, and
Much
it's
better.
through. First major of the afternoon for the Saints. They level up the score, one straight 6 apiece. Ali Abu Aid with his goal. And in this first quarter of the EDFL Division 1 Grand Final, we have gone 10 minutes.
And how valuable is a tackle like that? The congestion Glenroy had deployed in defence there, just trying to stop the Saints from hitting up those targets, which is the way they like to play. So to have your big forward come in and lay a tackle like that is just vital when you've not got the space to move in.
And Hilston is the man with the footy. Goes very short. Danny Campbell. Bit of pressure came from Zach Saad, but he was able to take the mark, and he kicked it straight into Zach Saad in the end. In the bright yellow boots for Caruso. His first clear possession of the game. Little
Clever.
kick was 50. Mark taken by Zach Saad, who took a bounce. Zach Saad will unload from 50, but he hooked the kick. And he does squeeze it in for a behind as a result. 1-2-8 apiece. We played 14, nearly 15 minutes into the opening term. Ozdemir, a high one towards the wing. Doing the defending was Julik up against Hassam Ahmed.
Great bump, Julik.
He ran straight into Scaberas. There was a good bump behind play, and it's on.
Ahmed, silly. It's away now. This is going to be great.
This is not looking very good. It's quite ugly out there, right in front of the Northern Saints bench.
And we've got a camera on it.
Sort it out. It's a free kick for the Saints. Fort Caruso wants to come away with it. 50 as well. So Fort Caruso is going to be brought to beyond centre wing here, and it's a very open forward line for the Saints if they want to take advantage of it. It is still on though, in front of the Northern Saints bench. Danny Campbell's lost a jumper.
Probably not one of the best looks for the EDFL.
Meanwhile, Fort Caruso can have a run. Goes in towards the pocket. The kick just poked up for Ferrara.
Great
spoil from Faulkner. This game is really heating up now. Faulkner has to get around Ferrara. Did well.
Fantastic.
Had some poise and hit a target.
Brilliant
Great football by Glenroy, and look at the numbers they've got through the corridor here. Woody Taleb got the tap down. Zahir Gabdawahid, the only man in long sleeves out there today. Fort Caruso went off the ground but didn't get full purchase, and Cronin was there to take the mark. Running for him was Julik. He taps it on to Ethan Hope. Them two have combined well so far today. Alistair Collins stuck underneath one tackler. Now he's got to get rid of it. Came very late to below
come off beautifully.
It's up in the hands of Travis Julik. Was that kick partially smothered? It's up in Kite's hands. Aaron Kite kicks the goal for Glenroy with the left foot snap. 2-3-15 Glenroy. Northern Saints 1-3-9. 21 minutes tick by. We've played 25 minutes, and this game has not really settled just yet as Nilsson gets around. Abdallah goes up towards half forward, and it wasn't a great kick. He hit Ahmed Abdul-Wahid lace out, but his kick into the middle wasn't all that great either for Michael Simeone. Now Julik is leading the foot race up against Ozdemir. Ozdemir did well, picked up the footy, got it to Bilal Alouche. Now he's got a couple of red and white jumpers to get past. Little kick in board. Now Rocky Ferraro back to the man that gave it to him, Bilal Alouche. Now it's in the hands of Fort Caruso. Great kick inside 50. Ali Abouid will take the mark and go back and have a shot from 45.
And hopefully he'll get a bit of reward for his efforts this time.
Second mark inside 50 for the Northern Saints, and they like it.
This to get them back within a point. And he's done that. Ali Abouid with his second goal of the day. Sard went up with the mini specky attempt, couldn't take the mark. Abdallah, hand pass out. Fort Caruso's been quite lively across half forward. Bilal Alouche can get a right foot snap, but the goalkeeper's in the square. Brenton Faulkner.
He's been really important today. He's only a little fella. He's fairly hairy. Got the beard in the middle.
Faulkner's given it straight up to Zach Sard, and Zach Sard goes bang and punishes him for it. 6-goal lead in favour of the Saints. There's a siren as Glenroy were working it off half back. It's quarter time in the Essendon 4 Division 1 Grand Final here at Windy Hill. Northern Saints 3-4-22, Glenroy 2-4-16 on the EDFL Match of the Day Sunday edition, as both clubs will get a breather to get underway. We're waiting for Anna Harrington to return. She was listening to Lance Whitmore and the Glenroy huddle, but the umpire holds the ball aloft. Second term.
There's still a bloke halfway, 25 out from goal.
He's actually on the ground as the quarter starts, but we are underway in the second term here at Windy Hill. Kick comes over the top, and now it's marked by Ali Sard. One of 3 Sard boys out there today for the Saints. He went looking for Mudi Taleb, but the kick will elude him and go out the back. It's ended up in the hands there of one of the Ahmed boys. I think it was Hassan. No, he was a target of the kick. In fact, it's Rocky Ferraro that got tackled. Now Elliot Kako. Can he make up for that previous point? He can. Gets the right foot snap, and it's a goal for the Northern Saints.
Rocky Ferraro's down. He's hurt. Not too sure what's happened there, if he fell awkwardly or what, but he's up and about now. Happy enough with that goal, so hopefully he's all right there.
Kako with the first goal of the second term. It came 4 minutes in. 4-5-29, Glenroy 2-5-17. So they're in a good position here, the Northern Saints, and Glenroy cannot escape their defensive area at the moment. They've really got to pass the wing, and again it's a Northern Saints turnover here as Fort Caruso gives it off, and a shot on goal for his brother Nat. And I think he's got it. It's a goal for the Northern Saints. And Borg's kick wasn't very good at all for Blair Cronin, but he is going to pick up at the second bite of the cherry, and he found Julik, so it ends up working out for Glenroy. Julik, though, has a couple of Saints to contend with. Just hand passed it into the hot spot. Adam Dennis can reel onto the right foot and kick a goal for Glenroy. That's the one they needed. 3-5-23, Glenroy, Northern Saints 5-6-36. We've played 8 minutes.
Still early in the second quarter. Up it goes. Morrison gets the tap. Not quite to advantage. Woodhouse wrestles the ball clear, but Simeone was there to intercept, and Woodhouse has to go back and win it off him. And now a quick chain of handballs. Cronin to Morrison, bangs it to the tip of 50. Spoiled. Well done there by the Northern Saints defender. Gets it away. Mahmoud Taleb.
Need to be stronger.
Wanted the ball more, but then just gave it straight back up to Baker, who goes long and going back to the flight. Mark has been taken by Kite, and he runs into an open goal. 2 in a minute for Glenroy. And a little bit of luck, because a few fumbles there just gave the ball back and forth between the two teams on the half-forward flank, but when Baker sunk the slipper, Kite was well ahead of his man and able to mark and goal. So the margin now back to 7 points, and Glenroy go to 4-5-29, trailing the Northern Saints 5-6-36. Is he going to play on? He wants to. He goes onto his right foot and kicks it into the forward pocket. Morrison's got the sit. Morrison's got the grab.
Oh, look, you can see that coming from a long way.
Running back to the goal square, he's got 2 players on their own. Dangerous kick, and the Northern Saints got back and intervened in time. Can Dennis get out of there with the ball? He does. Spins out of trouble. Handball. Hillsden smothered. Great smother by Northern Saints coming out of the back 50, and that saves the day. And it looked as though an almost certain goal's been denied by Ali Sard, and he wins a free kick for a high tackle.
Great work, Ali Sard. Fantastic.
That's the sort of dogged defence that could be a 2-goal swing.
It's already taped up as well, that left shoulder of Theda Ahmed's. Taleb will take a good mark here. It's Mahmoud Taleb. Quick hand pass, and now Rocky Ferraro. You called it, Matty. And you mozzed him.
Oh!
The top of the square.
Where did you come from?
That looked like it was going through for a behind. Instead, one of the marks of the season.
And yeah, we thought it was going through a point, and the Northern Saints player there, we just can't see who it is from this far, but my goodness, that was a great climb.
So to make the margin, 15 points. The Saints have kicked clear.
Abuweed.
In this one, Ali Abuweed has got goal number 3. There's a little bit of pressure. Cassanides, he's under pressure as well, and Glenroy forced the turnover. Scaberas will go in board. They can raffle it between Woodhouse and Gilliland. The latter takes a mark. And Glenroy, he'll play on here. Campbell wants to unload from 55. Went into the pocket. Mark taken by Aaron Kite. This, as Micah just said, for goal number 3. Kicks it. I think he has. Another goal for Glenroy. 5-5-35. Northern Saints 6-9-45. It's now a 10-point lead in favour of the Saints. We've played 16 minutes.
Chain of handballs now, trying to find a clean outlet.
Oh, great spread, Glenroy. They're away.
Collins found the loose man. Scaberas kicks it to half forward through the hands of Campbell. It was tipped by one of the Northern Saints defenders, and they're going to try and come away back through the corridor with the ball, and they do.
Look at that kick.
Kick out. Lace out for Abuweid, and he marks. He wants to play on. Quick handball to the running man alongside him. Ozdemir runs to 20 metres out and puts it through.
Great goal. Well, great kick by Nat Caruso off half back to hit Abuweid. That was probably the best pass I've seen all day so far.
So Ozdemir puts through his first of the afternoon, and the Northern Saints get the instant reply to the Glenroy goal, and they keep the margin out at 16 points. 7-9-51, leading Glenroy 5-5-35.
Taleb for the Northern Saints.
Just forward of the wing, in front of the gates. Danny Campbell claimed straight away by Fort Caruso. Billy Morrison gets it. Now Scaberas hand pass over the top into no man's land. Claiming it was Mazan Abdulwahid's had a good couple of minutes.
Paid a throw.
Free kick, Glenroy. Really taken there by Hillsden.
Sorry, a really strong footy there. Had to gather the footy and take on a tackle, and then try to get rid of the footy.
Gilston looking for Morrison. Takes the mark and can have a shot on goal. Slight angle will kick from 40. To bring the margin back to 10 points, not far away from half-time. 24 and a half minutes into the second term. Billy Morrison gets the job done. A little fist pump as soon as it came off the boot. And the Saints, a virtual kick-in situation for them coming up. 11-point lead with half-time just around the corner. Taleb takes a ripper. Left back pocket. High kick down the line, that's it. Half-time in the Essendon 4 Division 1 Grand Final. Windy Hill and the Saints, even though this is a very even game of football, have managed to maintain their lead. And at half-time it is 7-11, 53, the Northern Saints. Glenroy, 6-7, 43.
And it looks like the second half is about to get underway. Umpire raises the ball. And here we go. Taleb is up in the ruck, and as we said, dominant all day. Flies, but this time Glenroy with the tap, and a quick kick out of mid-air, heading towards the Glenroy forward line. Overcooked it a little bit. Doesn't matter. He's going to earn the free kick.
Ported straight into the turf though, and the handball is ripped away by Campbell. Herring after it. Bounce favoured Scaberas. He now runs onto the ball and hacks it up towards half forward. 2-on-2.
Great gather.
Beautiful play there. And Dennis kicks it to the flight of Kite. Kite marks, and he'll do as he did in the second quarter and run into an open goal. Not quite a carbon copy, but a very similar kick to his advantage. And he was able to mark in the drop zone and run in and kick what is his 4th goal of the game so far. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third for Kite, and Glenroy strike first. They move to 7-7-49, trailing Northern Saints 7-11-53.
It's not Tanner Milson, it's Gordon Hillsden that goes in towards Kite, but in the hole. Good spot.
Oh, surprise.
Well read by Ahmed Abdulwahid.
Collins on the other side of the ground that they didn't want to hit on a switch. Unbelievable.
We saw that in the second term as Zach Sard's got a chance.
Billy
here, but
Alouche.
Bilal Alouche will be the man that runs onto it on the 50. A little chip kick over the top for Fort Caruso. There was a bit too much on it. Rocky Ferraro overran it. Tamar Abdallah, open goal.
Watch the hands.
And the Northern Saints kick clear again. They're out to 12 points. 8-13-61, the Saints. Glenroy 7-7, 49, 4.5 play.
I thought the kick was going to be for Fort Caruso, but Rocky Ferraro did almost the soccer style there, just allowed the ball to become one of those through balls where he just ran straight past it. And Abdallah, who was the widest man running forward at the goals, was able to gather steady and kick a beautiful goal, and then salutes the crowd, which happen to be a lot of Glenroy people as well, just points to them and says, hello, we're winning.
All right, well, Taleb got that tap down, but Campbell got a little kick forward for Glenroy. That didn't go far at all. Nat
Good
Caruso
tackle.
Claimed by Baker, had to go to his brother.
Great sweep.
Karko, was he taken high?
Good handball again.
Ozdemir's under a bit of pressure.
He's got
but
more.
found space, and this will work out very well for the Saints. Tamar Abdallah in towards a pocket. Ferraro did well to try.
Get it down.
Goal of the day for Rocky Ferraro. Northern Saints 10-13. 9-13-67. Glenroy 7-7-49. It's an 8-point lead. What a trap by Rocky Ferraro to get that ball at ground level and have the poise to go with the right foot snap. That was an unbelievable goal.
Yeah.
Throw in at the social. Dennis roved it beautifully. And another goal for Glenroy. Adam Dennis got one in the second term. That's goal number 2 for him. And goal number 8 for Glenroy. 8-7-55. Northern Saints 10-13-73. Throw in. Dead centre wing at Windy Hill. Taleb, a little tap down. Was effective for Caruso. Was claimed straight away though. Now Campbell. No room to work with. Hand pass went forward. Sard was there. Now Abuchi. Ends up in the hands of Karko. Claimed by Campbell. Holding the ball. Free kick Glenroy.
He's been doing it all his career, Elliot, because he was a very, very good junior. Is grab the footy, go the fend, look for the step, and in that particular instance, he didn't know there was another tackler coming, and has been wrapped up. Good call, umpire.
Campbell went
Morrison!
looking for Morrison. He pulled from behind. Abuchi the man in front. Morrison with the bigger stretch.
We've seen some really good marks being taken today. There will be a few boys, win, lose or draw, we'll be getting a copy of this DVD today because they'll be looking at some of their final work. And yeah, Morrison was out of the... was a little bit caught out of position, but just really rode his defender there and was able to take a nice mark, having a shot now from 50 metres out.
Won't this bring the house down? Got a goal in the second term. Did Billy Morrison kicks on the wave? That won't be 6. It'll land at the top. Yeah! And a mark is taken by Aaron Kite.
Yeah, when you're 4 metres out directly in front in the grand final, you'd be thinking that this will put the Northern Saints back within 6 points.
Yep.
There's another one for Napier Street.
One straight kick in this one. Aaron Kite kicks number 5, and again he's on his way to the bench. Glenroy, 9-9-63. Northern Saints, very wasteful, 9-15-69.
And the
Red Rocket
What are they
pocket.
chanting?
I think they're chanting Glenroy. It does sound a little bit soccerish where you can't really tell what's going on.
Out of the middle, first hands, Hussam Ahmed tried to get away from Northern Saints, ripped off the ball, now chances for Glenroy, tumbling kick. Scaberis couldn't get hands on it cleanly, but then grabbed it in his mitts and tumbled the kick up to the half-forward line.
Julie can kick this, there's not an issue with the distance.
He's going to wheel around and go from 55, high and long.
Block.
Gilliland is going to shepherd first.
Oh, what a goal! Oh!
Great play on the goal line, allows the ball to bounce through, and the score's a dead level at Windy Hill.
Giddy up, Glenroy, here they come. Big Lance said it at half-time that they are going to tire, they're going to try and put scoreboard pressure on. Do you want it? Are you good enough to win? How hard are you willing to work? And right now we've seen Glenroy go, and the crowd is really in it. The Northern Saints supporters need to do something to counteract this, but my goodness, Trav Julik, what a great goal. I'm liking the midfield setups that they've got with Woodhouse around, and here goes the Glenroy chant again. Obviously, they're not serving light beer to the right of us today.
Fans getting up and about, but Glenroy down by 1, haven't led since the 27-minute mark of the first quarter. Saints have had little arm's length and then one score leads ever since. Ball thrown in, Nilsson had it and lost it. Ball wrestled back out of play. And amicable this time, Ozdemir with the tackle. No throwing anyone into the fence.
Counting going on.
It's on.
Better counter chant, this is great. I'll tell you, if you're a call centre operator, do not call houses in Glenroy for the next couple of days if they get up, because it'll be a very, very hot town.
Ozdemir snaps high to 20 metres out, one-on-one. Sayers got the spoil, and he runs onto the spill. He's wrapped up in a tackle with no prior opportunity.
Great tackle, Ozdemir. Great tackle.
The sort of scenes that the EDFL were hoping for today when we said the fans were going to get rowdy, and mainly because all the Glenroy fans are in one pavilion and all the Northern Saints fans are in the other.
And that's a good way to keep them too, nice and separated.
Ball comes down, Glenroy first hands, errant handball though. Zach Sard, the door opens for him, running outside his own 50, bouncing once, handball to the advantage of Karko, shrugs a tackle and slaps it away, right foot round the corner, it's going to fall in the forward pocket. Abu Aid's the target, off hands, it bounces and bounces into the goal square, socket off the ground, it is, through for a goal, Cassanides on his left foot, and he puts the Northern Saints up by 7. Flying third man up, little clever kick off the ground by Caruso, didn't get much purchase.
Scaberis
with
clever.
a little tap to just volley the ball on, lucky not to be pinged for a throw maybe.
They're out here.
Getting out, Julich. And he goes to Carruthers on the wing. Julich runs ahead of him. Carruthers goes back over his mark. He's got two players running wide of him, but the siren beats them to it. That quarter went 30 minutes, and both sets of fans sound their appreciation because at three-quarter time in the Essendon Ford Division 1 Grand Final, 10-16, 76 the Northern Saints, 7 points ahead of Glenroy, 10-9, 69.
Probably the most important of the three grades of footy that we have in the Essendon District League. With not only do you win a grand final and get the reward for that of the Premiership Cup and the flag, but you also get the privilege, the honour of going up into Premier Division. Take it away, Adam.
Here we go, final term of the Essendon Ford Division 1 season. It's been a cracking season, and it is all set for a finish befitting of the year that we've had in this division. Umpire, though, will bring this. The bouncing has been great today in the middle, so it's about the fourth time we've seen a ball up recalled as Taleb gets the fist down. Tamara Abdallah did well to feed it out to Fida Ahmed, but he got tackled straight away. There's boys cramping everywhere already. Can you believe it? We're 30 seconds into the last quarter, and there are some very tired boys out there as Gaberas gives it up straight to the other man wearing number 17 on the ground in Abuchi. Gets it forward. Fida Ahmed takes the mark, got rid of his opponent in McShane.
Clever kick.
Inboard, Zach Sard.
Crummer.
To the smallest man. Abouid's got it now. Handballs over the top. Rocky Ferraro gets the goal for the Northern Saints. 11-16, 82 to Saints. Glenroy 10-9. 69, 13-point lead. That's what the doctor ordered.
Taleb uses his body, takes the ball, two hands, kicks it forward. Good strength there by Sayers, takes the front position. Coming across the front of there is Taleb. He gets a step and he runs in to an open goal and says, bang, we are in front. It's going to be our grand final today. And he takes the score there to 12-16, 88 to 10-9, 69. The Northern Saints are on the fly now as we have gone, as I made mention before, 3 and 3/4 minutes into the final term. Great work by Moody Taleb there to be able to grab the footy.
Ahmed Saad did it very well. He's also been very good for the Saints today, and they go long and deep again. At the back.
Oh,
couldn't take the mark. Applewhite might get the goal anyway.
Oh, he's hit the post. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, you need to get the DVD because that's one of the biggest climbs you were going to see.
No.
Double takes on the kick, kicks it high ball now. Caruso, we saw him fly before. From that side. Applewhite just drifts in from right to left in front of the goals, from in front of the Northern Saints fans, and takes a beautiful, strong mark.
He's been excellent today, Ali Abouid. He's got 3 goals so far today. This for number 4.
He has not kicked a goal. I think his last 5 shots have all been points.
Yeah, they're all in the first half, those goals as well. Just and as he kicked it, he has. He's kicked a goal for the Northern Saints. And they might have one hand on the cup. They're out to a 26-point break. 13-17, 95. Glenroy 10-9, 69.
Picked up in this instance there by the Glenroy player. Gets a handball off to Julich. Needs to get a long kick. Instead goes to Campbell. Beautiful lace out. Campbell off a step. Finds Morrison. He's got a runner inside him. Pitt if he chooses to use him. Doesn't. Steps onto the right foot and hits Carruthers. He'll be 49 metres out from goal when he kicks this. He goes back quickly. Knows he has to get the ball on the way, and it's a long shot at goal. It's pretty straight. Kite does the shepherding, doesn't swing a foot at it just to make sure, but the ball has gone through, and that's really good transition play. We just said that we thought Glenroy were down and out, and it's not Beverly Hills, but in this instance there we see Carruthers go back, a long shot at goal and kick it. Takes the score 13-20, 98 to 11-9, 75.
Can unload. Now has to get around the man on the mark, put himself under pressure, holding the ball.
He won't be happy with that one.
Glenroy Footy Club lives to fight another day. The quick kick comes out towards the outer wing. Dennis, I think
Collins.
Dennis. No, it is Collins. Hand pass, kick rather over the top. Mark taken by Hillsden. Glenroy have got to get this moving. They're about to go inside 50. Little kick over the top. Morrison by himself takes the mark, and he can't waste any time. He's going to let Morrison have the shot.
Julich comes back on the ground.
This to keep Glenroy in the game. Goal umpire does not move. There's a little bit of ticket left in this Glenroy outfit.
Umpire comes in, good throw, takes there by Taleb, gets a tap. Skabiris, no little top to Makatic. He gets a barreling kick from inside the centre square, gets it forward. It's a one-on-one contest. Dulik has gone forward and takes a beautiful chest mark. He looks to be hobbling. But it's grabs the left hamstring, the right hamstring there, or he's got a bit of an itch and might need to see a chemist afterwards. Maybe a little bit of cramp there as well as he goes back now. He's about 25 metres out, slight angle, almost directly in front, but we'll go with the slight angle call. He comes in, deliberate approach. Distance will not be a problem. Gets close, left foot kick. He sprayed it across to the left, but he likes it. He likes it a lot. He gives Kite the double high five. Pitt comes in for another one. And Glenroy just will not give in. The crowd to the right of us love it. And the scoreboard reads the Northern Saints 13-21, 99 to 13-9, 87. Woodhouse gets the tap out, takes it again out of the ruck, does his own roving work, kicks a high ball into the forward line. This has troubled the Northern Saints back line today. Picked up by Makitic, gets a kick on the ball. Dulik in the goal square. Great spoil there by the Northern Saints defender in Ali Saad. Boundary umpire throws the ball in to Leb and looks like Hillston. Taken by the Glenroy player there in Campbell, who kicks the ball across the ground and out onto the northern wing. Taken there by the player from the Northern Saints who gets onto his left foot in Abuchi. He kicks high, but Skabiris comes out and attacks the footy. And he runs and he steps and he gets a handball. No, he chooses to kick an ugly tumbling barrel that has come off. And Carruthers takes a mark right on the 50. Gets the ball in quickly. It's Saad. It's Julik. Julik jumps. Unable to take the ball. One-on-one contest. Keeps the ball in front. And it looks like it's going to be a ball up there.
And he gets his own footy as well in the back pocket. Short kick. Gives it straight back up. No. Feder Ahmed dropped the mark. Glenroy lives to fight another day. Danny Campbell. High ball in towards the middle of Winty Hill. Woodhouse got a fist on the ball. There's only 2 men inside 50.
Good work, Makitic.
Ball was forced inside by Makitic. It's a foot race now inside the forward pocket for Glenroy. Julik was behind. Simeone gets the ball for the Northern Saints. Hand pass over the top. Abuchi has some room to work with as well.
Who is not a part of the game. Cronin runs around now quickly, plays on fast, kicks it high into the forward line. It's not going to go very deep. Marking contest. Kite needs to fly. Can't take the mark. The ball comes to ground. Contingency of Northern Saints players. A quick flicking handball out there to Abdul Wahid. Tries to do something, but that's, ladies and gentlemen, is the ball game. And the 13-23-101. Northern Saints Football Club are the Division 1 premiers as the crowd streams onto the ground.
What a story this is.
To 13-9-87, and the Glenroy boys, they just drop to their knees. They're on their back, their hands on faces, but it's all joy for the Northern Saints Footy Club. What a fantastic effort to win today.
And the crowd are all jumping all over this team. What a fantastic effort. This fourth quarter, they had the challenge in that third quarter. They've come back. They came out of the blocks after three-quarter time and just said, you know what, we're the best team in this competition and we are going to put the foot down and show everyone just what we're made of, and we are going into Premier Division next year.